Did you know linemen have their own language? It's called Lineman Lingo.
Goat head or hog ear. So this is a goat head or a hog ear is what linemen call them. Its technical name is a guy attachment. We use them in the field to back angle poles for tension.
Make it a hot. So before a lineman energizes a switch, they'll yell, making it hot, so everybody on the crew knows it's going to be energized. Make it a hot.
Wire monkey. This is a wire monkey. We use it to pick up wire reels. When it gets pressure, this expands. And then you can pick it up with the tractor or the derrick truck so you can pull off your wire.
Pot. Pot's a term we use for transformers, overhead transformers. Generally, we call that a pot. And sometimes during trouble, we'll have to go change the pot out. When the storm comes through, we'll have a bad overhead pot.
So another lingo term that we use out in the field is pothead. It's a termination for your primary feed for your underground. You can kind of see one hanging off the pole right there. It's that black bar coming up past that street light right there.
Bird on the wire. Anytime that a lineman, if they're working and says bird on the wire, it means that it's either a supervisor, a foreman, or safety man. In this case, myself would come out there and say, you know, bird on the wire, supervision's coming, y'all better be up and up.
Dig a hole, set a pole, hang a pot, and make it hot. That is when you go out, you dig a hole, and then you're gonna set the pole in order to get the lines up, and then hanging a pot is a transformer. Once you hang the transformer, you're gonna energize it, so we use hot to say energize. The purpose of all that is getting the power to the members.
A pad. A pad is what we use to set a three-phase or single-phase transformer on concrete or polymer or plastic to keep it from sinking in the ground.
A hose, gut, or blanket. The hose is a piece of equipment that a lineman uses to protect himself on the line from making accidental contact. A gut is the same thing as a hose, and a blanket is a 3-foot by 3-foot piece of rubber equipment that also protects the lineman.
This is what we call an elbow. We use these on single-phase and three-phase transformer to connect the power.
Hook it. It means to climb a pole. This is the gear you use. These guys behind me are all hooking it.
Floating the wire. When we say floating the wire, what we're doing is we're removing it from the insulator that's on the pole, and we're just between spans. The wire's just gonna float right there, but it never goes down to the ground and never gets in contact with anything else. The wire's just floating out in space right there.
Shotgun stick. And this is what we use to take hot line clamps off and switch into underground transformers, pretty much to move hot wires or cables that we need to move. And that's what this is used for.
We call these click hooks, and we use them to tighten nuts and transformers or in any equipment out in the field built with power lines.
Looking for trouble, and when you hear a lineman say that, what he's doing, he's out riding the lines looking for any outages. We're out there trying to restore power.
We call these candlesticks. We use this one to cut wire, this one to squeeze out connectors.